It's just different.
Hey, and welcome to B.A.R Fitness TV. And this is a random live, but also will be my podcast episode next, I guess, tomorrow. I was getting ready to just record, and then I was like, hey, I'm just going to go live and do it that way. And so I have video content as well as audio content. So welcome to B.A.R Fitness TV. And I'm your host, Dwayne, and this podcast is dedicated to my fitness journey. And usually I'm on here with the guests. I'm actually got a guest lined up tomorrow. I think me and Mr. Eddie go. Mr. Eddie comes back and bless us tomorrow. That is correct. So tomorrow I'll have a guest. So if you listen to the podcast, that episode would actually drop on Tuesday when the next guest, Mr. Eddie, will be one of my first repeat offender, my first returning guest. Mr. Eddie came on whenever this was the sidebar, and it has since transformed into B.A.R Fitness TV and podcast. And so Mr. Eddie's going to come back. I'm hoping to bring back some other folks that I interviewed when I was under the old brand, like Jen Conquest and many others that I interviewed back then. Hopefully they'll accept my invitation and come back on like Mr. Eddie did. Mr. Eddie, my guy, I appreciate you, sir. So for this episode of B.A.R Fitness, it's not going to be long, usually short because it's not an interview, but talking about my fitness journey, one thing that I am learning as I continue on this fitness journey is it's always progressing. I actually had a quote that I posted yesterday talking about, if you plateau, that just means you need to set more goals. And that's so true. So many people get to a place where they feel like they can't move forward, or they reach a certain goal. And then, some people get stagnant. Some people revert back, or they reverse. And then others set new goals and strive towards those new goals. And that's something that I've noticed during this fitness journey, just the way people respond. I actually heard someone say that success is the biggest killer of drive. When you have success, it kills your drive. But it's really about mindset. And it's funny, Mr. Eddie, if you're still watching, man, I watched you achieve a major weight loss goal, and we'll talk about this tomorrow. And then you actually went a little bit harder again, man, and had some phenomenal results. And that's just a great example of not stopping once you reach one goal, not stopping once you see a certain level of success, but also continue to strive towards another goal, or setting new goals and new heights. And so even with myself losing, when I lost 44 pounds, a lot of people said, hey, that you look good, everything looks good. And it did. I had no issues with my results after my first round. And then after my second round, I still had really good results. Third round, still the same. And then I had a new goal. I had lost the weight. I had reached my quote unquote my weight number. But I had a new goal, and that new goal was actually, I like to tell people, I'm not chasing a number, I'm chasing a look. And that new goal was a look that I'm looking for, or I'm chasing to see if I can take my body to that level. Part of the motivation for that is I remember years ago when I had got fit before, I had showed my dad a picture of a guy. He was, swole guy, and he had the abs and all of that. And I showed a picture to my dad of the guy, and he he was like, yeah, you're not gonna look like that. I was like, really? He was like, nah, you're not gonna look like that guy, man, because that's not in our genes. That's not the way we're built. And I was like, you know, you know, I started to believe it, to be honest. Whenever I was kind of doing my own thing, lifting on my own, and going to the gym on my own and following my own little program, I hit the quote unquote plateau, uh, and didn't have another goal to chase. I had that image that my dad said I never looked like, but I didn't, see that as a goal, or didn't know actually things to do to reach that goal. That's also important. And so I started to revert back. That's what happens when you get to a place where you find success, or you feel like you're doing good, and then because going to that next level, it takes another level of stress and pain, and a little struggle to get there. And so whenever you don't want to put up with that, then you start to revert back to old ways, and that's what happened to me. I reached a certain level, and then when I wasn't seeing change, and schedule change, and life happened, started revert back. So my body style went back to what my dad said, that is kind of inherent in our family. It's just kind of that, the body style, and I believed it for several years, until E2M came, and I was able to lose that weight, and then start actually changing my body, and changing my lifestyle, because body is good, but it's also the health part is super important as well. So um, that really was the thing that kind of pushed me, especially with this program, and having the experts give me guidance, going to the coaches, telling them what my goal is, and then them helping me and pointing me in that direction. It's super important to have people that can do that, people that are experts at what they're doing, can do that, because I always thought I could figure it out. I always thought I could YouTube my way out of it. I always thought I could Google search the right amount of words and put them together the right way, and then I can find the perfect YouTube clip program for free that would set me on the path to where I wanted to be. Not to say you can't be successful with YouTube. I mean, I use YouTube to do everything. Like, I'm not handy by nature, but I can follow a YouTube video. But um, it makes a difference to have professionals in your life to help you with your goal setting, help you uh, pretty much drawing out the roadmap when it comes to your goals and things that you want to do. So definitely very impactful when it comes to a fitness journey, is to have a professional that can help you, guide you in that direction. A lot of people see my videos, especially in the E2M fam, or even in my stories on Facebook or Instagram, and they always wonder, um, you know, uh, they always think I'm doing something outside of the program. They're saying, "What are you doing?" But I'm only doing E2M stuff. Like, I literally only do E2M stuff. If it's circuits, cardio, and the gym, even the gym portion is E2M based, because it's, I mean, not based, but it's the E2M extra credit gym workout. Like, they literally give everything they asked us to do in that workout. I do that in the gym and have seen phenomenal results. Seeing my body change in an awesome way. And so everything that you need is in that program, man. And I'm super excited about it, and definitely excited about the next level and the next goal. Once I reach that visible goal, then I'll start looking at some other goals. And so just wanted to talk about that, man. Don't get stagnant. And especially when it comes to a big dream or a big goal, a lot of times it gets really tough when you get really close. And I want to encourage you to continue to push forward when it gets tough. Continue to fight, because it means you're getting that much closer. And then once you get there, don't let success kill your drive. Find another star, man. They say shoot for the stars. If you miss, land on the moon, or something like that. I don't know the saying, but anyway, that's what they say, I think. But But instead of when you land on the moon, don't stop there. Shoot for the stars again. So that's my word of advice for this podcast episode. And there's so many of my Facebook E2M family on here. Definitely want to shout y'all out. Mandy is on here. She said you are such an inspiration. Thank you so much for that. Naseem in the building. Thank you. You said, hello. You've been doing amazing. I'm just reading this out for the people on the podcast. Drew was in here, but I think he left. Billy, my brother Billy, said, okay, you're back. Oh, I must have lost signal. Deidre's in the building. Shout out to my E2N fam. And of course, Mr. Eddie said he's still here. Yes, you are, Mr. Eddie. You always are super supportive, and I really, really appreciate it. So grateful for my fit fam, man. They support in all kind of ways, and they always tell me I inspire them, but it's what's the word, reciprocal. They inspire me, they motivate me. The support means everything, just the fact that you're watching me live or listening to this podcast. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I do have a podcast as well. It's a daily podcast called B.A.R Fitness Podcast. Make sure you check it out. Drew, you didn't go nowhere. I thought you was gone. Bro, I appreciate you too, Drew. My man Drew's in the building, fellow warrior. But yeah, make sure you check out my podcast. YouTube is getting some momentum, and make sure you check out my YouTube channel. I think I have those banners. I'll drop them real quick before I get out. But I'm super grateful, man, for just being a part of an awesome fitness family and an awesome awesome network of people. So all right, y'all, I'm about to slide out of here. Y'all have a great day. For the podcast folks, today is Thursday, so I'll be back on Friday with my morning ride to the gym as I get ready to do leg day on Friday. And y'all have a blessed night or a blessed day or a blessed afternoon. Depends on when you listen to it, man. God bless. Peace.